I've been in air conditioning for 20 years. We've been in business as Mojave. I've been in for 8 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's the craziest story you've heard in this? What that you've dealt with? I'm curious.
Oh, man.
Because in this town, you probably got some
What have you walked into?
interesting, heated people in the middle of August.
What hasn't he
There's
walked into?
heated and
Yeah.
crazy people and some hoarders we've seen. I get to work at
Oh,
some
boy, that's-
nice houses. I worked at Don King was the promoter for Mike Tyson back in the day.
Yeah, I remember
Right,
Don
right.
King.
I worked at his house. Was the funniest thing. It was all white with like these cheesy gold fixtures. There were a huge life-size picture.
That sounds like Don
Classic
King, dude.
Yeah, there's a
Yes.
huge
That sounds like
life-size
Don
picture
King.
of
Right,
Mike
sounds
was right
about
there in the
right.
entryway.
Yeah.
But the best part was the pool was like the polar bear exhibit at the zoo. It was like as big
Oh
as a
my
regular
God.
house. It was amazing. I was like, wow.
And then what's the worst? What is the worst you've walked into?
Oh, people have these little shacks you go into on like a property that should be condemned, and they're like, "What does it take to put an air conditioner? We want a quote." And it's like, "Oh,
Go to
you
Home.
need
On a what?
yeah.
Hold
You
on.
need
Go
you
to
need a-
Home Depot and get a swamp cooler.
You need a bulldozer to start
Yeah.
the whole thing down. And
Yeah.
then you can start from there.
So what made you, obviously you've been in the industry for, you said 20 plus years.
Yes.
What made you 8 years ago say, you know what? I'm going to go off and I'm going to do this on my own. I'm going to build an amazing company.
Man, it's got to be a little bit of crazy in there, right? To
Yep.
want
Lot
to
of
do
it.
something. So, yeah, I don't know. There's a part of it is you're always like, well, I can do it just as good as my boss, if
Yeah.
not better. And I had a management background before I even started air conditioning, so it was like working for me. It was just like a natural succession. I'd always knew I'd have my contractor's license one day, so it was pretty cool.
My brother owns a plumbing business back in Wisconsin. Same thing. Started
Yeah.
out
So did
and
you-
then said, I can do this, and went on his own. So
The thing that's the hang up for most folks is it doesn't matter how great of a technician you are at tiles, you could be the greatest carpet guy
Yep.
in the whole world. That doesn't make you a businessman. So you really
you're
have
exactly
to
right. That's the
change over,
problem with a lot of people I have is they think because they do that job well
Right.
that they can transcend that over to owning a business and doing well at it. And they're two separate hats.
100%.
Two separate hats.
Doctors, lawyers, the same thing.
So
right?
what makes you different? What makes you successful as an entrepreneur?
Man, that's a
Hustle.
deep topic. Yes,
Yeah,
some
absolutely.
hustle is in there
I mean,
too,
you know.
and I really care about people. I used to be upset that employees would come and go, my coworkers, this and that, and I'd be like upset that they were only there and doing things for a little while, and then my mind started to change. I'd complain, this is just a training facility. Some days I got better checks when I was a technician, and then it changed to like I'm actually helping people and doing things. There's no journeyman program for HVAC in the field, so in Las Vegas, so I'm actually
Really?
Yeah, there's the plumbers and electricians. They
Great.
all have journeyman programs. So I'm actually like shaping dudes and getting them out there into the world. And
That's
so
awesome.
with what, I give back, and that's what I get out of the deal at the end of the day is some satisfaction out of it. I'm not pissed about it anymore. It's like part of the deal. So
Yeah.
when that changed in my mind, a lot of different success started to take hold,
Well, and
That's
that is
awesome.
that
Yeah.
is the difference between somebody who is meant to own a business and actually be a leader and not a boss,
and succeed
is
at
somebody
it.
that looks at it that way.
I love how you put that. Yeah, there's way difference between a leader and a boss.
Yes.